In the far northern outskirts of India lies one of the most contested regions in history, Kashmir, Leh and Ladakh. Home to the world's highest battleground and also dubbed as Heaven on Earth, a place that's seen centuries of great battles fought in high altitude, barren, lucrative desert for control over strategic positions, and was once connected to the world through the famed Silk Road. Join me on a 2-week journey across India from Himachal Pradesh through Kashmir all the way to Leh Ladakh, where we'll drive through some of the most volatile, difficult roads that see closure for half the year round. Through remote mountain passes with nomad camps that most will never see, and facing an unexpected accident and repair that could have derailed my entire trip. This journey starts 945 kilometers outside our final destination, in a guest house in the middle of nowhere, India, after having completed the world's most dangerous road on a scooter. Let's go.
Who has not heard of the Vale of Kashmir, with its roses the brightest that earth ever gave, with its temples and grottos and fountains as clear as the love-lighted eyes that hang over wave? That's a poem written by a famous Irish poet, Thomas Moore, in the 1800s, explaining the beauty and paradise of Kashmir, which promoted tourism to the region. Recently, it's not so much of a paradise, and it's a bit of a war zone. Right now, we're embarking on my biggest journey of the channel yet. We're about to try and make it to a place where the Earth's highest battleground lies. So, let's see if we can get there. I'm not sure if tourists can go that far, but we're going to see how far we can get and explain some stuff on the way. So let's do it. It's an exciting journey for me. And yeah, I hope you're excited as well. Let's do it. What a morning view to start this off. See you, sir.
See you, sir.
Quickly check the tyres and stuff. I never do this before starting. Is it? Yeah, it's greasy enough.
Oh, what's your YouTube channel name?
We hate the cold.
Bye, brother.
Yeah, safe journey. See you later.
Okay, bye.
That day was the first leg of the journey to Kishtwar, and this particular route is known as one of the more dangerous roads you can take.
We're about to head to a place that's very volatile. I actually asked a man earlier whether I could fly an Indian flag in Kashmir, and he was like, don't do that.
With multiple high passes that have been forged using dynamite explosions to carve out valleys, engineers labour for hours to keep these places clear of landslide rubble to build proper tarmac roads. Through multiple checkpoints, stunning waterfalls, sheer drops and steep inclines, this pass would take us through some of the most beautiful sights I'd seen. Of course, using any form of transport here, you might imagine that you're going to encounter some obstacles. When you're on a small 7-horsepower two-wheeler that has an underlying issue getting worse with every inch, you could be in to experience a few more.
Holy shit. Wow. That's so beautiful.
Awesome. This didn't exactly look like a major problem so far, right? So what? I dropped the bike at 5 kilometers per hour. What could go wrong? Well, it turns out something so bad, I would end up experiencing Indian black magic for the first time.
I have to do some jugaad in Hindi.
Yes,
Jugaad.
Magic.
Yeah, magic.
Alright, let's tackle the rest of this. Bloody hell. That was very difficult. Good choice, Harry. What was that noise?
It was all right for now, and the beauty would make us forget about all our problems. 2 more checkposts, a mechanic visit, and an all okay later, we were at what I thought would be our first pit stop in Kishtwar, where I'd rest up and try to continue my journey the next morning.
Okay, all good. Thank you very much. Goodbye. I think it's really tense around here because last night I was cutting up mangoes with this knife, right? And I had it out pointed downwards. I went outside and the hotel owner saw me, and as soon as I went back in my hotel room, he knocked on my hotel room and was like, "Excuse me, sir, anything you need, anything you need?" And like looked around the room. I was like, "No, I'm just cutting up mangoes." So I think, yeah, the knife should go back in the box.
The next day, we were trying to make it to the hidden gem of the Himalayas, a snow-capped mountain all year round, known as Sintan Top. But there would be two problems lurking on the way. Two that would almost derail the entire trip. First, I needed to get the bike looked at, and in tip-top condition. Something was rather wrong with it, and it just so happens that coming out of Kishtwar, there would be some refuge for the old girl.
It kind of goes like that. Yeah, have a ride. See what you think.
No, I don't try. Yeah, try. I think this shocker. Real problem is.
Aha!
Now which is going?
A wash, oil and a service later, I thought the problem had been found. And it could have been this, but they also said it might be the rim. And the rim being far less expensive than new shocks, I thought we better rule that out beforehand. Either way, we were not fixing it here without parts, and it was best to continue to see if we could find somewhere more equipped to fix it. But luck being luck, we'd encounter problem 2.
So there's a checkpoint here for Jammu Kashmir police. Apparently we can't go any further than this point because of some dangerous things happening up in those valleys. So I have to go back down to Kishtwar, turn left, go on the national highway, a different route, and then make my way to Pahalgam. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Look. Huh? Nice to meet you, sir. Say that. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you. You too. And what are these, sir? Eccles? I will take egg. Kitna? 10 rupees. Sure. And this one, kitna? 5 rupees. 5 rupee. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. You take both. No? You sure? Not sure. All right. No, it's okay, sir. I will eat now. Yeah. Dangerous up here. All right, let's try this thing.
Well, that was about the only dangerous thing I'd run into up here. I now had to ride back to safety, where I'd be questioned by the army if I saw anything suspicious. It was clear I wasn't going anywhere until I had that problem fixed. And well, the lads at Honda had quite the surprise for me. A present. And also a path to a local magician. Indian Gandalf, Indian Gandalf, Indian Gandalf.
Hello again. They told me that way is too dangerous, so I have to come back.
No.
No, apparently something has happened. Lots of army men, they're going.
Such that you come to a dealership earlier in the day, you share your YouTube channel, someone watches the problem with your spark plug and provides you a new one. I tried to pay him, but he doesn't want anything.
No.
For the part.
No. You are our guest.
Okay. Cheers, man.
We have found a magic man who's going to help me with my problems.
Look at this.
Yes, I know it's
It is not a circular.
Yeah.
Circumference is not same. I can use hammer.
Have you done that before?
Yes, many a time I have to do some jugaad in Hindi.
Yes,
Jugaad.
Magic.
Yeah.
What does jugaad mean?
Ye pakad. Magic.
Magic.
In India, jugaad.
Right, we're going. We're going to check if this is okay. It feels the same, I'm not gonna lie.
Now, a few years back, I had a mentor who shared an important lesson with me. If you create confusion within yourself, you will see it develop in others all around you. And this is the only way I can explain the next 4 days. It seems that the problem we had was too big for magic, and after an entire night of trying to fix it, we now only had one option left. Go back the entire way we'd come to get it fixed. And oh, how I wish it would have been that simple.
No available at the on Monday. It's available. Whole market is closed
Monday.
due to summer vacation.
He's telling me to go to Pathankot, and Pathankot is possible, but Pathankot is all the way back from where I came. We just fucking went to... I've arrived back at the same guest house we stayed. Gonna spend the night here, and then tomorrow hopefully we can fix the tyre. Let's see.
So now it was to hunt for the part. But would we find it? To Honda it was. They told me it was the rim, so to another shop where we'd ride all over town on a pretty cool bike. But again, lurking inside me was that fateful old confusion.
I am very confused with what's happening now. We've brought the rim here. We said yes. That guy's driven off with his motorbike, and now we're waiting here, I suppose. Not the same, no?
Next shop.
3 shops later, a part was found for £15. Result, we went back, it was fitted, and I was ready to set off again. Or so I thought. But the wobbling continued, and so did the confusion. Another shop it was. Convinced it was the rim, they took me to yet another shop where we went to get the rim aligned just after I'd had it done. Yeah, I'm not really sure either, mate.
They stayed with me the whole time. It took like half an hour, and this guy over there only charged me 80 rupees to figure it out. Hopefully, we're finally done. Let's see if it works. Camera.
Man, thank you guys.
I was learning that much of this help wasn't at all much help. Another day gone, just like that, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m, and another night spending yet again more money.
I'm hungry, so I've come to my favourite restaurant in Pathankot. Look at this, mate. For 230 rupees, you get tandoori stuff, Afghani stuff, tandoori paneer, whatever these things are. They're fucking delicious, mate. Mushrooms, some weird thing here with oranges and carrots. It's delicious. And dal makhani, which interestingly tastes like minestrone soup. And a garlic naan. Fucking ridiculous, mate.
But there was one final thing that I was trying to avoid because of the potential costs. But there might have been a little bit more confusion in the morning.
I've just come to the Best Western to drink a coffee, and I asked them if they have a cafe. I think they think I'm staying. I feel like that guy, Simon Wilson. I've done it by total accident. I like doing things by accident. This is what this channel is all about, me doing things by accident. Sorry? I don't have one. I spoke to them over there. I said, is there a place I can get a coffee? Can I pay for it?
Okay.
How much is it?
Thank you.
I'm sure?
Sure.
Thank you, brother.
Run, Harry. Oh no. The fateful 5-point turn. And off we go to Sharma Shopper. It opens at 10:30. Oh well, we got a free coffee this morning. That was cool.
When you follow this bike side, this side, this rod is getting inside the shopper.
Okay.
And the rod is getting curved.
So that's curved. You see that? And we're done. Like a pogo stick.
Yeah.
What?
Now it's only 300.
Dude, take 500.
No.
No, have as a tip.
No.
It's okay, man. I want to give you a tip for your good work.
Oh, it's good, but we will take only the thing which we charge.
Well, would you look at that? Just around the corner, we found the fix. If we'd have stopped, we would have never found it. We are the pilgrims, master. We shall always go that little bit further, beyond that last blue mountain barred with snow, or across that angry or that glimmering sea.
And we would be going a little bit further, but not through that angry or glimmering sea. But I suppose a place just as volatile as an angry or glimmering sea. Now, Kashmir is fantastically beautiful, but on the other side of it is one of the most militarised zones I've seen in my entire travels so far. And that's for a good reason. Recently, some absolutely tragic attacks happened, and you notice the scars of that as you travel further and further.
This is utterly crazy. It's like 3, 4, 5 kilometers I've been driving now. There are armed police on every single side of the road, outside every single shop, on every single corner. I've been told to move off to the side. No idea what's going on.
It's security reasons, some security reasons. That's why they are
Okay. Oh. Careful, brother. Don't touch the engine. Does this usually happen?
Actually, it's Kashmir, so it's usual.
That's usual.
This is normal for people.
Okay. And because something is happening, or just
There is nothing. Only some, I can say, bureaucrat, someone is going.
someone's
this
going
road,
somewhere.
that's why we are-
So you can't pass in case they get hurt.
Normal road.
All right, thanks, sir. Nice to meet you. Goodbye.
We've been to some pretty interesting places in our travels. Pakistan and tense areas there, the deep south and insurgency in Thailand. But this is by far the most guns I've ever seen in my life. And I've been to a Pakistani gun shop. India, if you're listening, I am not a spy. Please do not think my bike is a bomb again. And despite all the craziness going on, you're yet again met with the kindest of hearts.
This one is big paratha. Guys, check it, guys.
That's wow. Same size as the moon. All right, see you, sir.
Okay, sir.
Wow.
I had heard of the attacks a month before, and while in Nepal with many other Indian travellers, they were completely shocked that it happened. I didn't feel this shock until I came here, and after, you'll understand why.
Thank you, brother.
Just the day after the attacks, I met some Indian people in Nepal, and they were so upset because they were like, this place is a tourist location, it's like going to Paris, and I didn't quite understand what they meant until I came here. And now I understand. This place has virtually been built for tourists. It's supposed to be safe, you know what I mean? It's supposed to have that security, and for 26 people to be executed because of their religion. 24 of them were Hindu. They were asked to recite some lines from the Quran and they couldn't do it, and they shot them in the head in a valley much like this one.
Where are you from?
I am India.
But which part?
Punjab.
Punjab. Ah, my favourite part is Punjab. Which city?
Firozpur.
Firozpur. I've not been there yet. I like Amritsar though. All right, see you. Have a good trip.
Wow, it is really harrowing to think many families like that would have come from Punjab and other regions to escape the cold and have a nice holiday looking at all the wonderful sights like this, only to be met with terror.
All right, we're finished up in the Tab Valley. Let's make our way to the next place, which is one of the coolest places I think I will ever go in my life, if we can get there. We'll find out if we can get there when we get there. So join me.
The next leg of the journey had just begun, and we were now attempting to make our way to a place called E18 Base Camp, a base camp to the world's highest battleground. I didn't know if we'd make it, but the adventure would be incredible. It was now my plan to make it to the more Buddhist-dominated regions of Leh. So it was time to swap out the green vales of Kashmir for rugged, barren, snow-barred mountaintops jutting into the sky. And on the way, I would experience and try so many new things traveling through these places. There were new interesting foods, giant paranthas with halwa that would cause any man to go diabetic.
How are you?
Vast fields with nomads and huge jutting cut rocks carving out the skies. And it turns out that unknowingly, we would tackle another world's most dangerous pass. Zojila Pass. Nowhere near as difficult as the last, but kind of deserving of the name. In this region, within all of the vast fields of beauty, live simple shepherds who sleep in nothing but stone tents and farm animals, crops, and all kinds of delights for 4 months of the year.
Do you sleep here?
You? Night.
Nighttime. Farmers. How are you? Very nice to meet you. Very nice to meet you. Yeah, Patan? No? Chai? Chai? No, I'm okay. Wow, and they sleep here. Hello. Nice to meet you. Mera naam Hari hai.
Hari.
Naam?
Mugli.
Mughali.
Darkachu.
Darkachu. Aha.
America.
America? No. UK.
Muhammad Ramzan.
Muhammad?
Ramzan.
Ramzan. Muslim. Muslim. Assalamu alaikum. Wow, so these guys, they sleep here, you cook here? Incredible. All the spices, the turmeric. Wow. And what is this, sir? Shisha. Shisha. Wow. Amazing. Coals go in the top. That's and the tobacco.
I was experiencing it all. The nature, the people, thrilling adventure, and honestly, everything was quite jaw-dropping. And as we went further, this feeling would become greater and greater, pushing towards Leh and passing through Kargil, where we'd learn something quite interesting.
Second coldest place after Siberia.
In the mountains?
No, there. Habitat place.
Here?
Yeah.
Goes
Search.
minus 60?
Yeah, you just search in mobile, in Google.
I can't, I've got no data. They don't allow foreigners SIM cards here. Alright man, very nice to meet you.
Okay, you are from?
England.
England. Nice place.
Nice to meet you, man. Thank you for your help, nice to meet you.
Okay, nice to meet you.
See you later.
Okay, sir.
Right, we've arrived in Kargil. I'm quite liking the vibes of Kargil, man. Hello, sir.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, how are you? You have a room?
Yes.
How much do they cost? What up? Found a hotel with 2,600 meters in the sky. I'm physically dead, and I've had the best day ever. So, see you tomorrow. Also, the guy at the reception just called me. He's like, "Where you from?" And I was like, "England." And he goes, "But you're not from England because your phone number's Indian." And I was like, "Yeah, I have an Indian SIM card. Like, you've looked at my British passport." Every time they look in the passport, they see Pakistan visa. And they instantly think, terrorist. God, now I know what it feels like to be like a Pakistani. The world is horrible towards you people. Anyway, good night.
That night, we'd rest up in the Islamic town of Kargil, waking the next morning to make the final leg to Leh and start real adventure. It's not like it hadn't been real until this point. Just wait, you'll get me. I found out it was Islamic New Year.
Muharram time.
Muharram?
Yeah, it is Islamic first year. Muharram time. Muharram, yes.
Like New Year. Happy Muharram, brother. Alright, see you.
And continued on the long but absolutely fantastic roads towards Leh, experiencing incredible twists, turns and beauty on the way. It was almost like unlocking the gates to Heaven 2.0. And well, while unlocking those gates, we'd unlock a new skill branch for Baby Sai.
Do you use this for petrol?
What's this? Baby Sai is evolving. Plushy ducky, pointless flute, random stolen hotel key. And now, 5L petrol bomb.
Everybody thought it was a bomb.
As you make your way towards Leh, the landscape changes drastically, and so does the predominant religion.
And now we're entering Buddhist territory.
Thousands of years ago in the 2nd century, a great empire under Ashoka the Great would turn from Hinduism to Buddhism. Interestingly, you'll find Ashoka's very own chakra located directly at the center of the Indian flag. Buddhism would spread all the way from India using the Silk Road, finding its way to Southeast Asia, East Asia, and even in the Indo-Greek Empire. Southeast seemed to adopt a traditional approach, keeping Theravada Buddhism, the original taught by the Buddha, whereas regions such as Japan and Tibet used Mahayana, a more fluid and open form of Buddhism that utilizes mantras and other techniques to achieve full liberation. On the way to Ladakh, you'll notice the mantra plastered all over, Om Mani Padme Om, and see absolutely stunning statues, temples and architecture, prayer wheels and flags that carry people's hopes and dreams and wishes through the air for gods and spirits to depict. And as you ride through Leh, you'll notice much of the main elements of Buddhism adopted through that culture. Peace, calm and tranquility, which complements the beautiful peaks surrounding the city. But within that peacefulness, you'll find the remnants of the decade-long Indo-Pak and China wars, including this absolutely insane memorial, which for some reason you can't pay cash at and foreign payments don't work.
But they only take card there. They don't take foreigner card. So I asked these guys to pay for me and give them money, and they said, "Don't worry, I'll pay for you." Crazy.
Seized guns from conflicts with Pakistan, a full history of the wars and the previous Dogra rulers, and how they conquered the area all the way from Leh, all the way to the kingdoms of Zanskar and Zangla. Something we might learn about later, and where we might meet a modern-day prince, directly from the old lineage of the kingdom. But that was for another episode. Now, we were going to rest up for the night here, and start to make our way to the famed Nubra Valley, and through one of the world's highest motorable passes. Would the bike make it? At this point, she's capable of anything. Also, let's soothe my ego a little bit. It's not the bike, it's the driver, eh?
Alright, so it's morning. I found a place to stay last night, Leh Hostel, and we're now asking for the bottle. The guy said yes, he's got one. Yes! Thank you, sir. Perfect.
We're off to a flying start. I'm having to hold the accelerator again because of the cold air. Too overloaded, high altitude, difficult incline for the morning. Nice. Right, let's get something to eat, coffee, go get money out, and let's see how far we can get. I'm excited.
So, that morning, it was an early start to start late. ATMs didn't work with my card, so these guys helped me with some bank transfer and cash swaps. And I still had the permits to get.
In and line permit.
No, you can go back to district magistrate office.
District magistrate office?
Yeah.
Where is the district magic office? The district magic office, not magic.
Magistrate office.
The magic office that will allow me to pass.
Magic.
Well, I know my name's Harry, but there's going to be no magic here. To make it through Ladakh, you need a permit. And I was hoping that we could get as far as a village called Warshi, but we were about to find out if that was possible. And if not, how far might I be able to push it? Anyway, permits acquired, we were now permitted to travel. And the first obstacle would be a big one. 5,400 meters was the highest we'd ever been. Was the bike going to hold up? I didn't know, but it sounded like a good old jolly.
Okay, we're past all of the bureaucracy. We've met some cool people, friendly people. I'm in a good mood today, even though we started late. Nice. Buddha! All right, let's go. Let's go see one of the coolest things I think I've ever read about. We're now 4,000 meters elevation. And yeah, she's really not liking it. But as you know, we're gonna push her to her limits, absolute limits, man. I love this bike so much. It's been through so much together, and I cannot even begin to fathom how the hell it's managed to handle it. Honda in Thailand. This channel is the best advert for your bike.
Welcome, my friends, to the top of the world.
Longer than 10 minutes, I must go.
Right.
Okay, all right, man.
And look at those views we are blessed with.
Leh Ladakh, hands down, one of the best motorbike journeys I've ever had. Does it top Laos? Nah. Nothing will ever top Laos, but it's second. Like India's army. The world's second largest army. Which is very interesting. They've got 1 million troops. The third largest army is, not China, sorry. America. China's the first. There's 300 million people in America, and it's 1.4 billion in India, and I think it's 1.5 million in the Indian army, and 1 million in the American army. That recruitment rate for that level of population is insane to think about that, especially versus China. I think China's like 1.6 million or something. Absolutely wild to think about, mind-boggling while you're 5,000 meters in the sky. And losing your words. Right, I'm going to take some pictures before I supposedly die.
Top of the world, completed it, mate.
Well, it turns out that getting up Kardungla Pass is actually fairly simple. You just twist and go. Altitude makes it feel like the brake is constantly on, but you get used to it. And with the top of the world completed, feeling drunk from altitude and on top of the world, I was now in for the most incredible beauty I'd experienced the entire trip. A ride that would change my ranking from Laos as first position to Ladakh on beauty alone. The adventure was still not as cool. But the gates to Heaven 2.0 were truly open. And our final destination was only just around the corner. A place where the most heroic story I've ever heard would unfold.
After whiskey, driving risky, but it's probably fucking fun.
I don't really know how to explain it. It's only something that can be felt. And it must be something that you do come to feel. This is by far one of the most amazing trips I've ever done. One of the most beautiful landscapes I've ever seen. The green lined pine trees, the fresh smell of pine as you just bolt your way through those weaving roads. It's like a dream. The swaying trees, the weaving roads. The interesting people living a very arduous life amongst it all. And your mind can't quite comprehend it. Especially when you're used to the luxuries of modern day life, where you can get anything you want. A warm bed is always there, water's all around the corner, good coffee, good food. And then you end up into barren, beautiful lands, and some inner ancestral fire alights in you again. And you realise you're at home.
Well, here I am in Panamik at E18 camp. It's not open yet. On Google they had a big monument picture. I wanted to go and see the monument. Now we can't go any further to get to E18 and see the peak of the glacier, but I believe we saw it earlier today. In 1984, the Indian Army had a plan, Operation Meghdut, to mount the glacier. And upon preparation, they called a specific supplier of mountain gear in London. And they got some very important intelligence. The Pakistani government had called the same supplier in London to get mountaineering gear to try and mount the Siachen Glacier. Now, upon learning that the Pakistanis had bought this equipment, the Indian government had to rush. And they had to actually send a helicopter over to go and get the equipment and then give it to the soldiers who had already been training for this mission to start the mission the next day at 5 p.m. Well, it was a success, and India would claim its first post up on the Siachen Glacier. Later, I believe in 1987, there would be a new post, the world's highest military post in the world, called Banya Post, named after a Sikh guy who we saw in the Hall of Fame back in Leh. Why is he so important? This man scaled a 500-meter vertical wall of ice to throw a grenade in a Pakistani bunker, get the Pakistanis out of Banya Post, and claim it for India's own. What a wild, incredible story. Most of the soldiers up there, they die of the harsh conditions, and a lot of the operations that go on up there are actually contributing to the melting glacier as well. I think it's like 30 to 35% of the glacier has been melted ever since the operations are up there due to human waste being thrown. Where do you put it? But mad. The highest military battleground in the world. The highest post in the world, with over 7 to 8 battalions of men up there, up somewhere in those mountains, 6,500 meters above sea level, facing those awful conditions. They do yoga and stuff up there. It's mental. And at 5,000 meters, they have a full mechanized fleet of tanks and different types of weapons. Mind-boggling. The first ever army to do it ever. And I'm so sad we cannot go to Siachen. But one day we will be able to see somewhere along those mountains probably a military monument to those who laid down their lives trying to take Siachen. Thank you for joining me. This has been one of the best adventures I've ever had. My whole entire mind has changed about India. 2 years ago I had PTSD from that experience. But wow, this place is really something magical. And I do advise you to go and check it out yourself. I feel like I'm in a dream. So thanks to everyone for supporting the channel and helping me to do this. And remember, in the description below, you can donate to someone who is also battling with mental health and drug addiction problems. Someone who would have been like me 6 years ago. Would have been dead. Would have never seen all this cool stuff. Mad. Alright. Love you, man. I really do. See ya. What a weird concept to tell the camera I love it.